Welcome back to Coffee, Chaos, and Coated Nails. It is time for me to take off my set of nails that I wore this week. So last time I did mention to you that I use the Ninja Quest. This is the brand that I use for the nail polish wipes to remove the wraps from my nails. Sometimes I think people can rip the wrap off, and it might be tempting, I guess, but it's not. It's definitely not good for your nail bed. It's not a good thing. So, all right, so I was just going to show you how I go through this process. And again, my goal is to always kind of show you the time in which it takes, so you kind of get a realistic idea of how long it can take to go through the process of either taking off your nails or putting them on. So it's been really cold here. I mentioned last time that we were very cold, but it got even colder. School was canceled on Friday. And then it's just felt like we haven't been able to be inside or outside for days. And so it's been one of those things where it's been hard because everybody's just wanting to kind of be outside and get some fresh air, but it's the type of weather where when you go outside, you take a breath, it like hurts your lungs. So yeah, I think everybody here is excited and ready for some warmer days. Unfortunately, tomorrow's another cold day, and then hopefully it starts to warm up. But it's a perfect time, perfect evening to do my nails for the week. So yeah, I did want to let you know that on these nights like this, I have tea a lot of times in my coffee cup. And so tonight I am having some tea instead of coffee, just something to kind of keep me warm, especially when it gets this cold. So anyways, as you can see with these nail wraps, you get for sure a couple of nails out of each wrap. I like these better than buying the jars of nail polish remover. Like when I was a kid, I used to go to like Walgreens or Target or Walmart or wherever you went, and you'd buy one of those jars and they'd be like a few bucks, and then I would use a ton of cotton balls or cotton rounds and just soak them in there and rub. The reason why I like these better is because I feel like the cotton balls, and that's probably why you weren't supposed to use them, but they would always stick to my nails and stuff. And so I always felt like it was always a hassle. So when I started doing my nails as an adult, in the last couple of years, when I started doing these nail wraps, I felt like I wanted to make sure that I got a product that I could use and then feel as though it was helping my nails and also was easy for me to use. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of wrap this over. I have to get that little piece off. Okay. I think I told you last time that I always like using this work area, and then I just go ahead and disinfect this. I found it to be the easiest. So the easiest for wiping up and disinfecting when I'm done. All right, so anyways, yeah, so back to the cold weather. I have had a lot of people report either on social media or just kind of hearing around town, people's furnaces have been going. They haven't been able to, like they wake up and then their furnace is like 56 or 57 degrees in the house. And so that's really tough. That's really hard for a lot of people because it's really expensive to kind of get your furnace fixed if it's having an issue. And we can say all the time, like, you're supposed to have your furnace updated and you're supposed to have your furnace tuned and checked and stuff, but it costs a lot of money for people to do that sometimes. So hopefully everybody is staying warm. I do know that I have some family down south and they had an ice storm. So they're not used to the temperatures like we have up north, and so they've been going through it as well. So kind of from north to south and coast to coast, it seems like there's been some weather. So anyways, I wanted to kind of give you an update here. We're just about 6 minutes and almost done. I got one set done. And again, I feel like I'm taking longer because I'm trying to, it took a little time to get started, but overall I think it's pretty realistic time frame of how long it takes. So so anyways, I had some amazing ideas for some sourdough this week. I think I'm going to actually try some strawberry white chocolate sourdough, freeze-dried strawberries. I bought a pack of those, and then some white chocolate chips. And then I think that I didn't start them today simply because I was afraid that I always get leery about doing my nails, obviously, and then doing sourdough. And I just feel like even though I could wash my hands like a million times, I'm just paranoid. So leave a comment on your favorite type of sourdough if you've either tried some or you've made some. What's your favorite type to either make or that you've eaten? Another type that I want to try, I saw somebody post a butter croissant, I guess, loaf. And so I think you make it like original plain, and then you add a couple other ingredients, obviously butter. And then it's all in how you mix the butter in toward the end. So I found that to be interesting, and I want to try that one. My significant other is excited and wants me to try that one. I don't think our child would be too excited, maybe, but we'll see. So the strawberry one I think will be really exciting, especially because I know that I think some of the coworkers that I have would really like that one as well. So yeah. So anyways, all right. So let's see here. We are just a time check. We're at about 8 minutes. I'm hoping I can get done by 12. Maybe I can get done at 11. 11 minutes, and then get started on doing the nails for the night. I'm excited to show you the set that I picked. I have not started Valentine's themed yet. I'm 1 week away. I just placed another order tonight for some more nail wraps, so I have several already picked out from the ones I already owned, and this is what I do all the time. I already have some, and then I end up picking more, and so I have to kind of stop myself. So at least got a few more, so we'll see. But I do think I'll have, if I start next week, I think I'll at least be able to get like three sets in, maybe 2, depending on if I have enough time to change for the third set. And then I'm going to go right into St. Patrick's Day. So I did find some nice St. Patty's sets. They had some different patterns. They look kind of cool, so I'm excited to show you those as well. So once I place the order, and again, I have let you know that I get this brand. It's Lillian Fox, and so once I place the order, it usually takes, it's like a week or so. It's pretty quick. I do pay the extra little bit for shipping. So I did give you a sneak peek there. I wanted to wait to show you till after I was done with my nails, but without thinking, I grabbed it, so you do get to see here. I'm going to go ahead and put on one more winter theme. I thought those gnomes were super cute, so I'm excited to see how they'll turn out, especially if it'll be a bummer if they don't turn out. I remember telling you last week that with it being kind of chilly and cold, I have to sometimes put them in between like my fingers and hold on to them just to kind of warm them up for a little bit. And so once in a while it just gets a little too cold, and then they don't stick the right way sometimes, and it's only when it gets really cold like this outside. So I don't let it bother me, especially because the price point is so good. Somebody did ask me, just talking about the price point, they had asked me if I've noticed these nails to last as long as I've noticed other brands to last, and my answer is they last just as long as I've worn other brands. I've gotten some brands from the store, some different sets from the store, and then I have also bought from Color Street, and I think they all last right around the same amount of time for me. Some people can get them to last around 2 weeks. I've not been lucky enough to do that, and I just think it's just the wear and tear. Whether it's washing my kids' hair, washing laundry, using chemicals to, clean around the house, I just think they get worn down, and so I haven't been able to get 2 weeks out of them, but I am really happy with the week that I get. And then again, I think winding down at the end of the weekend for a little bit of me time right before we go back to work is something that I do value. So, all right. So now I've taken all the nail polish off. I will go ahead and trim my nails down just a little bit. And then I got to wash my hands, and then I will prep the nails and get ready to put the set on. So it looks like I'm at about 2 minutes and just about 35 seconds. So not bad. All right, I'll catch you back for the next video. Thanks.